Right then, this video is going to be on the rooms of the house. Rooms of the house. And I'm also going to include garden, because you may well have one of those. It'll probably end up being a bit of a longer video, but I'll try and speed through them. Okay, so the sign for house. House. It comes from roof and walls. House. But it tends to be merged together, so house. It's curved. Home, if you were to say home, as in to go home, you might say home. Home. Okay. You could live in a flat. A flat. Or an apartment, slightly bigger perhaps. An apartment. Same kind of thing. Okay, your house could be detached. Detached. It's like its own unit. It's out on its own. It's detached. It could be semi-detached. That's two of them together out on the road. And if you wanted, you could throw the letters in beforehand. So you could do detached, detached, and S, semi-detached. Yeah. Right. A terrace, a line or a street of houses. So a terrace. Okay, yeah. I mentioned room earlier. Room. You're just making, if I drew it, a square, but on a flat plane like that, room, or away from you, it works both ways. I go room. Okay. Bedroom, then. Bedroom is, it's a C. I don't know why it's a C, but bedroom. Kitchen, I was taught mixing, because that's like something you do in the kitchen, cooking. But I've also seen just a K. Kitchen. The living room, again I was taught living room, which is, this is relax. Living room. But again I've seen living room, which is a sign for seat, sign for sofa. So fists and relax. Living room. The bathroom is bathroom, like you got a towel scrubbing. Although you'd get some weird looks if you did this in a public place, probably. And in that instance, you probably just mean toilet, which is toilet. Toilet, not bathroom. Okay. An office, maybe. Office, so it's your left hand is paper, or your non-dominant hand is paper. Your right hand is behaving as a pen, and you're just going to draw along the paper. Office. The garden then. There's quite a few for this. I'll go break down the different ones and how I interpret them differently. So, garden, that's a shovel. That would be the sign for gardening. If it was a vegetable garden, kind of like an allotment, but at your own house, vegetable garden, I'd say garden. If it is a massive garden, loads of grass, loads of space, I would say garden. This is the same sign as park. It's the same sign as a couple of things actually, but garden, park. So, and the last one, lawn, if you mean like the front lawn, I'm going to mow the lawn, the garden. Lawn, you're just kind of showing the space. Okay, those are all the rooms, and I'm going to come back to each one and go through, add some items within those rooms. So, we'll start with door. You've got a door to your rooms, generally. You might have stairs. That was two fingers hooked. Stairs. Stairs. Or, if you live in a very fancy house, you might have a spiral staircase. Who knows? Walls could either be walls like this, or wall with a single hand, or wall like that, like a bent hand, and it's the back of your hand against the wall, or two hands, wall. Loads of variations for wall. Bed. You can do the same sign as for bedroom with that C, bed, or you can do a one or two-handed sleep. Bedroom. Sorry, bed. Bedroom. Your wardrobe. So in your bedroom you might have a wardrobe, which is just wardrobe, like you're opening the doors to the wardrobe. If you wanted, you could show clothes beforehand, so it's your clothes wardrobe. You could have drawers, so you could do drawers or a chest of drawers. Same thing, one or two hands, up to you. Okay, perhaps in your kitchen you might have a table. That's just a flat level, same as flat and apartment were, but it's used generally. So table and chair. I've mentioned chair. To sit, sit. So chair and sit. You might have a sink with taps, just like you're turning the taps. Sofa, again, I've mentioned, you could just use chair, sofa, or you could do a long chair as a sofa. Your TV, just a big screen. A lamp, that's the light, your fingers are the light, a lamp, and you could show the direction of that light if it was a spotlight, or looking upwards, looking like that. You direct the light. Curtains, like you're drawing the curtains. So in the bathroom you might have a toilet, but I've mentioned that sign. In a public place you'd probably just say toilet, because you're not likely to be having a bath. Where are we at? Bath. In your bathroom at home you might have a bath. And that could be bath, so you just show long and do that, or you could show bath as in bathroom and then that, up to you. Shower is kind of like lamp was, but it's the water this time, straight onto your head, shower. In the office, we mentioned, you might have a computer, like you're typing, and if you wanted, you could do typing with a screen, so computer. You could have a bookshelf, that's just shelf generally, a high level, and that's book. And if you had lots of books stacked up, you could show like a bookcase. That also means library, so there'd have to be the context that you're talking about someone's house or your house rather than a library, but they're all lined up. In your garden you might have grass. You'll notice that your left arm, where the sign for green comes from, is often used for things associated with the colour green. So vegetables, grass, flower, or flowers. I think it comes from the scent of flowers. So it's like an OK pinching either side of your lips. You might have a pond, which is pond, just making a little circle. And this is one of my favourite signs because it is similar to lots of other things which are quite different. So you could have pond. You could have a really big pond that would be a lake, but a very subtle difference. You'd have to have the context. You could have a pizza, which would also be a big circle, but you'd have your palm underneath. Or a pie, where you have a smaller circle with your palm underneath. Very similar signs, but in the context of a garden, maybe a pond. You could have one of those tennis things that you hit and swing around. I don't know the sign for that. You could have you could have a home cinema if you're very lucky. No. Okay, I think that's everything.